Hello. Hello, YouTube, Facebook, and the internet.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Wavywebsurf. Now, Wavy, I confronted you multiple times about taking down my video. About taking down the video where you featured my face in it. Here's the thing that you don't realize. I don't give a fuck about your stupid ass little cease and desist. Cause see, I don't follow society's laws like you seem to think. Cause see, I live by the old school ways. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong.
That's a fucking lie, you dumb hooker.
Welcome back to the Cyrax Deep Dive series, everyone, here on the Swampy D channel. I know, it's been quite a minute. I've been gone, I've been busy. I was looking at some other cows, then I had to go out and travel for a little bit. But you know, one thing that's beautiful about not being Chance Wilkins is that you can do those types of things at will because you're not a PDF weirdo that everybody just wants to put into the ground. But I digress. Of course, Cyrax, aka Chance Wilkins, has been busy since good old Uncle Swampy D has been gone. He's been uploading like a crazy man, going on panels, stealing people's work as always, and now once again threatening other YouTubers. It's a beautiful time here in the swamp, so let's jump right into it.
To take down that video that had me in it, because you used my face, my image, and my likeness without my permission. There ain't no fucking covering that shit. There ain't no fucking denying that. And you want to sit there and say that's face? What's mine is mine. And it ain't for you to use, motherfucker. Plus, the way you're using it, let's say that fair use was a thing, right? The way you're using it is painting me in a bad and negative light.
Brother, ugh.
And I will not stand for that.
Something I always find funny when Cyrax goes on these like intellectual property rants and whatnot is that he's in this video without his permission. And I mean, we're still standing, buddy. Why, yes, Cyrax, it is fair use because look at how much transformation's being done to these clips. Look how much editing is there. Look how much that we are adding. We actually make this somewhat palatable, unlike you, who just sits there in silence for 5 minutes between each little breath that your lung takes, staring around the room with your wonky eyes. I still haven't figured out what you're staring at there to the left and to the right. That is so interesting that you want to look at them both at the same time. And once again, crying that you're being painted in a bad light. What's new, Cyrax? Every single video on the internet is painting you in a bad light because honestly, that's the light you're in. You shine any light on you and it's bad. It's all bad.
So like I said, so Wavywebsurf, like I said to you on William's channel, you can have your people send a cease and desist all you want. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tear that cease and desist up and I'm going to throw it away. You want to know why? I don't put up with supporters like you, mother. And that's exactly what you are by backing up William Glorial and his little friends. You're a terrorist supporter. So don't think you're gonna get away with this, motherfucker, because you're not. You can get cops involved, I'll tell them off just like last time. You can write a cease and desist, I'll tear that shit up and throw it in your fucking face. You know, you sit there and you say that you're doing this and you're doing that. No, the fuck you're not. Oh, and don't even think about doing that documentary on me. You can take me to court, you can do whatever you want, homeboy.
I mean, I guess we're calling people terrorists now just because we dislike what they're doing, because that's exactly what that is. That's how that word works, for sure, for sure. Cyrax is a very interesting character, as we all know, because he's so willing to like upfront and outwardly snitch on himself, saying, hey, I don't care if you send me legal ramifications, I'm still gonna do it. But then he'll be the first one to cry and complain when something happens to him and nobody defends him and none of the legal system defends him. He's always gonna have that Pikachu face meme where he's like, what do you mean? Like, genuinely, there's dumb and then there's just regarded and then there's just beyond regarded, and I think we're just in a point to where we're so beyond that there is no word to really describe the functions, whatever may be going on in this little dude's head.
Go ahead. take me to court. I will sit right there and I will show the courts exactly what you are backing up and supporting. I will show them everything that you are backing up and fucking supporting and how it's affected my life on all levels in a negative manner. So unless you want to be taken to court and lose to me, the one that is untouchable by society, the one that not even Akron PD, not even Donald Trump himself can touch in this manner. I'll sit right there in front of the judge and I will fucking expose you. I will expose William. I'll expose all your little friends.
Oh, pipe down, Cyrax. We all know these legal threats are nothing more than you just spitting out poo-poo from that little goblin hole of yours. The only thing you'll show the court is that you're an absolute regard who breaks the law all the time, threatens people for no real actual discernible reason, and is addicted to attention on the interwebs. They'll also find out that you're much worse than that, but we've talked about that before. Something Chance Wilkins doesn't seem to understand is that his record will be available to any court at any time because it's relevant to the case. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of his Wavywebsurf rant. We're gonna jump into this next thing now, to where now he's trying to take William Gloryhole's hard work of Shadow Kai, claiming that he made it. It was all him. But we all know that it was not. We all know the good boy Willie G put a lot of hours, blood, sweat, and tears into this project. And of course, Chance Wilkins is just trying to take it away from him.
Hello YouTube, hello Facebook, hello social media. My name is Chance Wilkins.
Nobody cares.
I am the sole owner and creator and founder of the anime series called Shadow Kai. It is an anime series that I started in September of 2012, starting with this art piece right here. And as you can see, September 4th, 2012 is when I first started developing the characters for what would eventually become what it is now. And as you can see right here, it's very rough, very not good. And the reason why I never got to develop it or got to see it grow into what it is or what it could be was due to my lack of resources.
Nobody should be surprised to hear that Cyrax totally tried to start this project but never had any money or any motion because, you know, he's just been an absolute bully on the internet for years and years, taking whatever dollars he can get from Sally's purse and spending them all on V-Bucks and Fortnite skins. But alas, Cyrax isn't done yet. He's gonna come back and tell us all these things that we totally don't know. He's gonna try to sway everything his direction, and of course he's going to lie, and lie a lot he will.
This man that you see right here has stolen, attempted to steal my Shadow Kai anime series. And like, he even misspelled it. And this man, this is not the first time this man has done this. If you guys look at this live stream right here that I was on, I confronted this man and he openly admitted to stealing my music and has openly said on panel that it is his job to make sure I do not make money or make a living, because according to him, I'm not allowed to make money or have a living or any of that. Now let's go here to his side of things and then allow me to show you the real proof that I am the sole owner, the sole creator of the anime series Shadow Kai.
Well, it's reassuring to know that Cyrax knows he's not allowed to make money or do anything on the internet because he's a danger to children, the youth, and people in a greater sense. This man is nothing but a health hazard with those scabs, the bed bugs, the lice, the complete lack of dental care. The hygiene alone should be outlawed in several states, if not all of them. But yes, tell us, let us know how good old Willie G here totally stole Shadow Kai. From what I'm seeing, that's a joint venture with him and John, and I believe them over you.
Now, we're going to go here, first off, to Pseudo AI, which is my account. And look, right here is the original version of the song. My account called Coolest Slap Bass. Don't know why I gave it that name, but hey, I'll run with it. I'll take it. As you can see, right here's the original version. Matter of fact, I believe if I click on it, it should bring it up in a full form. Yep, right here. September 14th, at 2020, September 14, 2025 at 7:16 p.m. Interesting at how this says 7:16 p.m. but William Glorial's channel says 3 hours ago. No.
One of the great things about this whole experience right now is that Cyrax is very openly admitting to his heavy and very sad use of AI. Every piece of art, every piece of music, everything for the past year or two has definitely been AI generated, and yeah, it's very sad to witness. But damn, it looks like he's got Willie G on the ropes here. He can prove that he took one of his songs that was, made by AI, so it's not really one of his songs. What's Willie G gonna do now? I guess we'll just have to keep watching and find out, folks. But even if you look at the stuff that Cyrax keeps bringing up, like this time and that time, it's still like all super recent and irrelevant at this point, because it's like the moment he starts working on something, people find out about it, and then obviously these types of things happen. So now he's trying to prove once and for all that, the timeline's there, and really it's just like, dog, you were working on this for a couple of days, people are memeing on you about it now, and you're trying to act like this is like your lifelong dedicated thing that you were doing, when even though we know last week you were just smacking your pud and yelling at your grandma.
Hello, Facebook. What is going on, everybody that is over on Facebook and on YouTube? What's good? I am here today to prove that I am once and for all the sole owner of the anime series Shadowkai, along with the artwork. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something here. First off, I'm gonna share my screen with y'all. Now, we're going to share the whole screen because I want everybody to see this. Now, we're going to bring it up right here. As you see, we're currently on my StreamYard stream. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go right here to my original Facebook profile. And if y'all don't believe me about this being my original Facebook, all photos of me. Now, we're going to go right here. Then we're going to go to my album, which used to be titled Spectorbs. That was the name for it at the time. Now, as you can see, right here is the original art piece for one of the characters that I named Lunecrius at the time. Because at the time I didn't know how to name anything for shit. I suck. One thing a lot of people don't know is that when you upload a photo or whatever, you can hover over the date that it was uploaded and you'll get the exact timestamp. Like for this one, as you can see, September 4th, 2012, right? Tuesday, September 4th, 2012 at 1:31 p.m. Now that we did that, we're going to go here. We're going to go into Untitled, go into Shadowkai, scroll all the way down, and go to Saluna, which is character, as you can see, just with more updated looks. Nothing too big. I just replaced and made the white where you guys see. I don't need to explain it. You guys see it.
So Cyrax spends an unhinged amount of time on this whole timestamp thing, thinking that it really proves something, when in reality, all it really shows is that you've been a boring, untalented loser for a long time, dude. 2012, and that's the best you could do? Damn. Feels bad, buddy. Anyways, he doesn't really show any concrete proof. I'm not seeing any trademarks. I'm not seeing any copyrights. I'm not seeing anything that shows that he has ownership of any of this stuff. He's just saying, hey look guys, I uploaded this at Tuesday at 6 a.m. Regardless of who made it first, if your evidence is, dog crap, well, your case is probably gonna be dog crap. Anyways, let's see. He's gonna continue to talk about this. He's gonna really harp on things that he really probably shouldn't harp on because it's just gonna blow up in his face as always. But I guess that gives us the good content. So let's hope he continues to do it, but on an even more unhinged level.
And you go here, then you go here. Oh, look, here's the actual Shadowkai wallpaper that I created with some of the creatures right here. Oh, look, all the evolved forms of Saluna, all the evolved forms of this creature and that creature and this creature and the base form of this creature right here. But what old boy don't realize is my stuff's already in production.
And what Cyrax doesn't realize is old Willie G's already got production going, and he's already selling it to a network. Willie G will always be 10 steps ahead of you, buddy. But let's check out this next video where Cyrax is once again calling out the trolls and complaining.
Oh, everyone. What you trolls do not realize is this. Everything you guys have done to me is very much federally illegal. And I do mean federally illegal. You guys have fucked with my family and my friends long enough. Now it's time for your community to come crashing down to an end. And I don't care what it takes, how long it takes. Eventually, your community will crumble. You guys sit here and talk about how you're gonna get me banned on every platform on the internet. No, you're not.
Are you sure about that?
Especially after the illegal shit you guys have done. Doing all this stupid shit. See, what you trolls fail to realize is this. Everything you have done to me to try to silence me has failed. Everything you have done to try to shut me down is no longer working. Everything you have done to me, my friends, my family, my fans and supporters, my community, is highly illegal.
So now Chance is trying to claim that all the trolls, all the detractors are no longer having any power over him because look, he's still here, he's still standing. There's no way to get him banned anymore, even though you'll see he gets banned off Messenger shortly after this. He once again gets banned for a short time off of social media, and as we all know, his channel gets nuked every other week because not only is he ban evading, and that's a big no-no on YouTube, he also just breaks TOS literally every single time he uploads a piece of content. And calling those live streams and those rants and those crybaby ass videos content is a real big compliment.
Because I've been doing my research. Trust me when I say everything you guys have done will soon come crashing down. From attacks on my household, attempting to turn an Xbox into an IED, aka an improvised device, to trying to turn my family's van into an IED by putting a torch to it and trying to turn it into as well as attempting to do a lot of illegal shit, including posting illegal shit on YouTube.
At this point, we're all very well aware that Chance doing any sort of quote research unquote is literally just him lying to the chat GPT, trying to get it to give him some sort of answer he likes so he can then go repeat it on a video and rant and rave about it. It is a wonder that that one lung hasn't collapsed on him yet, with all the BS he's constantly spewing out, all those deep breaths, all those really bad vocal covers, if you even want to call them that. You think something would have given up by now, but you know, by the grace of God, I guess. Cyrax always has all these crazy, unscrupulous claims against the trolls, but never has any proof to back it up. And if the Akron PD, the FBI, the CIA, the damn NCIS all haven't done anything yet, maybe Cyrax is because you're batshit insane and nothing you say is real.
Breaking into my mom's bank account, stealing $2,500, using my social security number to create a false and fake credit card, forging my name on a fake legal document. That's not only forgery, that is also identity theft. Not to mention dropping jars of paint on my family's house multiple times, having police on your live streams, which that goes against their policy. Police are not allowed to do that. They are not allowed to be on live streams like that, commenting on certain things. That right there is illegal as fuck. So if you really and truly believe that you are going to get away with this, you are very mistaken. Because in a bag stored in my bedroom somewhere that I'm not saying, I have every single item that you trolls have used to try to shut me down. Every electronic device, every USB stick, I have everything.
Only Chance Wilkins will try to equate fraud and scamming and all that with, paint being thrown on somebody's property. Totally the same level of crime. And these are definitely terrorist activities. That's definitely what's going on in Israel and Palestine right now, right? That's totally what they're doing. They're throwing paint at each other. Goddamn, Cyrax, you could probably be in your own war zone right now. It really is just full of absolute regardation. Nothing but delusion, poisoned minds, bedbug jugs being huffed, a bunch of sludge. There's crazy rumors out there, Cyrax, that sadly had to stop getting her prescription pain pills because somebody kept on taking them. And from what I saw, it wasn't Perky Ed. It was somebody else that lives in that little attic there.
What is up, Facebook? So, I'm here today to expose William Glory Hole, Music Biz Marty's brother-in-law John, and his sister for doing a federally illegal crime, which is pretending to be Alexandra M. Harrington, Senior Counsel of Nintendo of America Inc. Legal Department Head. Now, what's funny is this. Y'all done fucked up. I got this letter from Nintendo. Which, man, from what you can tell, it looks legit. It looks legitimate, right? Except for one minor detail that's not in the letter. But on the envelope itself. Because see, your guys' shit don't match up. Because see, y'all put the information, Nintendo American Inquiry Department, 4600 150th Avenue, NE, Redmond, Washington, 98052. And then the phone number and the fax, and then received it on my birthday. As you guys see right there, there's the info. And it's about my anime series, Shadowkai. First off, that's one thing that I know about it is fake. Second off, like I said, the biggest mistake wasn't in the letter. It was in the envelope. The real Nintendo headquarters is in Redmond, Washington. As you can see right there, y'all can Google it too if you don't believe me. Right there's their real address. Like, it supposedly came from there. And if that's the case, then why does it say Miami, Florida in the corner? Pretty fucking stupid if you ask me.
I mean, I guess in some circumstances I can see how it is definitely getting more difficult to troll the good old goblin here, but it definitely is embarrassing on Cyrax's end when he seems to think he has this massive gotcha moment. And the reason why I find it so embarrassing that he's got a gotcha moment these days is because, dude, this should have been you 10 years ago. This should not be you in 2025 coming damn near to big 2026. For you to finally start figuring out that everything that gets sent your way is likely probably someone trying to mess with you. But even then, Cyrax still entertains it. Still, in some form or the other, can't 100% say it's fake. You know, he keeps saying, well, you know, it's supposed to be from here. Like he's holding on to some small sliver of hope that it might actually be a cease and desist from Nintendo for whatever good that would do for him, obviously. And I have to say, one of the most ironic parts is that Nintendo would totally send him a cease and desist. That's the total type of company they are. They are some of the biggest assholes when it comes to that stuff. But Cyrax's deduction to try to figure out if this is real or fake or not, it's just hilarious. It's taken this guy way too long to figure this type of stuff out.
I am asking everyone out there who sees this video to please help me with a major favor. That major favor is this. I want William Gloryhole found.
Okay.
And if you don't know who William Gloryhole is, look him up on YouTube. William Gloryhole, that's been making my life and my family's lives and my friends' lives a living nightmare for the last 6 goddamn motherfucking years. That is responsible for trying to blow up my family's house. And what do the fucking pigs around here in Akron, Ohio do? Nothing. They sit there and support this motherfucker. I've caught 2 Akron police officers on William Gloryhole's channel.
So that was a fucking lie.
But as for the rest of y'all, I have a very valid reason to be pissed off. William Gloryhole is the motherfucker that had 2 bomb attempts on my house. First, he tried to have my mom's van turned into an IED. And then he had someone fucking send me an Xbox that almost blew up our fucking house. But what do police do? Nothing. And trust me, I will be screening the information that I get to know if it's real or not.
You know, it's actually incredibly humorous to see Cyrax be so livid about these attempted, you know, explosion moments he keeps talking about. If anybody was really trying to send him any IEDs, any explosives, whatever, there would be some real serious consequences. Cyrax is just so gullible, he's willing to believe any little troll anybody tells him on the internet, thinking that the Akron police are on William Gloryhole's side, thinking that they want to see his mom, his family, his friends, etc. blown up into a million pieces. It's just like so delusional. Even William Gloryhole is not going to go as far as actually committing a real crime like that. But there's no common sense when it comes to Chance Wilkins, that's for freaking sure. You can tell him that there's an army of people marching right now to his house, fully strapped with AKs and rocket launchers, getting ready to destroy 339 Lloyd, and he'll get on stream right now freaking out about it. I guarantee you that. Thank you guys for tuning in for another episode. I've got a lot more coming. I had to split them up into a couple of videos just because, you know, YouTube's been treating me recently, taking down a lot of episodes, so I don't want to lose the entire hour-plus video. So be on the lookout, many more are coming.
I plug in the Xbox and it was supposed to detonate, but it didn't. It only shorted out our house electricity for about 5 to 10 minutes. My family got lucky. I almost died twice.
No, I didn't forget. The bedbug jug, I'm waiting for it. Bedbug jug, bedbug jug, bedbug jug, bedbug jug. I'ma need that shit. Run me that shit.